Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, we're going to do a little bit of theory crafting about the 120 construction update, which is coming tomorrow. Now, originally what I was waiting for was the update post, which traditionally comes out on a Thursday, and it wasn't released. So I was thinking, oh, maybe we'll wait till Friday. They'll release it just before the end of the week, and then we've got the whole weekend to try and sort of go after a couple of items to make a little bit of cash before it. However, Jagex have decided to do a move I'm a bit of a fan of, really. They've not released any information about this update. It's going to be a completely fresh update released on Monday around 1 PM UK time. And it's just going to be a complete surprise to all of us. And I'm a big fan of that. It sort of creates that kind of excitement of this brand new update and what we can be looking at. However, we can still do things to prepare for it. And even if we're going to spend like a little bit of cash, not too much, because you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket and risk losing money. But I'm just going to go through a couple of items which I think you guys could stock up on beforehand just to make it a little bit worthwhile. Now, if you are enjoying the videos, please make sure to leave me a like, subscribe to the channel. On release day tomorrow, I'll be doing as many videos as possible, delving into all the ways to make money, train construction, all the little niche things as well. Construction really will be a lot of content on the channel next week, along with some of the series stuff as well. But I want to show you guys how you can capitalize on a update of this magnitude. Every time the 120 skills come out, there is massive ways to make some cash, make some profit, and change your account. So the first thing I would say is don't go and panic buy. There's no point to panic buy. This update is not something where you have to have it straight away. Let's say there's some massive upgrades in terms of the house. The price of a house upgrade on day 1 is going to be so much more expensive than what it will be on day 10 or day 20. What I would highly recommend if you're someone who's looking to go into this update is want to enjoy it, go and explore it, go and try and go and see it all out. But don't go and get any of the top tier upgrades. All of the items will go up in price so aggressively that yes, these upgrades might be worth it, but you could save yourself some cash if you just waited a couple of days just for prices to settle. Not only that as well, a lot of these items will spike up in demand because no one's really stocked up majorly beforehand. And while other people are trying to like go and get their upgrades as soon as possible, you can capitalize and feed these items into the Grand Exchange and make a considerable amount of money for it. Really, if you're on point and you're sort of chasing the correct ways to make money, day 1 and 2 can quite comfortably pay for all of your house upgrades if you're clever with what you're doing, what you're putting on the Grand Exchange and stuff like that as well. And that's what I'm going to try and help you guys as much as possible over the first couple of days. What ways are making the most money, just so you can essentially pay for your player own house upgrade for free. Now, the first thing is quite obvious, planks. So we've already done a video talking about planks and all that sort of stuff. I would still say there is still time to go and make some planks. I would only really focus on the U and magic ones. The niche lower level ones, I would kind of wait to see how volatile the price is going to be and then sort of capitalize that after the update. However, U and magic planks, and even elder to a point as well, are definitely going to be used because they will bring in higher tier stuff. It's only if you've got to upgrade the lower tier stuff and then sort of like put tier 2 and tier 3 on top, that's when the lower level planks will come into play, which I'm kind of hoping they do that because it will give like a different market to those lower level planks. They're very niche and sometimes they don't really bring in like a kind of price. But doing that as an upgrade system, kind of like how Fort for Infra's done, could be a really good way to boost up the prices of the lower level logs and also the lower level planks as well. But what I would do and what I have done going into this, I've got a decent stock of elder planks, I've got a decent stock of magic planks, and also U. I'm going to sort of react to the lower tier as and when we see the updates and as we sort of explore the updates as well. But what I would do going into there is kind of stock yourself up. Again, make it kind of similar to what your construction level is. If you're a level 50 construction, things like mahogany and maple planks are going to be best for you. If you have level 70 or 80, that's when you're looking at U or magic. Go and get the kind of tier which is relevant to your construction level. And at least then you're not going to have to buy planks at an extortionate price on the day. Like when this update's released, the planks will be flooded onto the Grand Exchange at a very high price. There'll be so much competition for them. Lots of players will be putting offers in for them. You don't want to be caught out by that. If you got a nice little stock ready to go, you can go and make some profit from it. Now, what you can do like tonight or leading up to the updates, because the update's quite late at 1 PM, you can also go and make your own planks. Again, I'll put the video in the corner, which we did going through all that as well. Now, while I haven't got a lot of stock, I am starting to put a couple of the frames which you use in Fort for Infra into my bank as well, just because I have a little bit of a feeling that to have the Fort for Infra frames be able to be used between Fort for Infra as well as your house upgrades as well is a really good way to sort of push people into doing that method of training. And especially when it comes to refined planks and also frames, that volume is scary low. Like frames could go absolutely ballistic on day 1, 2, 3 if frames are required, and that could be a massive way to go make some profit. So what I've done to cover myself, I used a lot of U frames to sort of like train my construction. I got 3.9 thousand frames. if they are used in construction, they are just going to be insane profit. So again, it's just covering what you think you could possibly need and stuff like that. So other things as well, like limestone bricks. Limestone bricks can be used. I don't think they're going to be used for higher tier stuff, but you never know. Now you can buy 250 limestone bricks from Big Bill. He gives you an option to buy them as well. And if you wanted to buy more than that, Razmir in Berg de Rot also sells 1,000 as well, both cut and uncut limestone. So they could be options to go and cover that as well. Now, one shop which I don't really want to approach just yet because it's going to cost a lot of cash is also the shop in Keldagrim. Now, this is going to sell things like gold leaves, marble blocks, stuff like that, stuff which is historically used for the higher level of construction. Now, I think this will be very, very useful going forward, and I do think as well that on release, if they do bring any new construction items out for the house, that they might put it in this Keldagrim shop as well. So it could be a good place, especially on day one, just to go and roam and have a look at. It's definitely one of the places I've got marked to go and check out as well, just because I think it would be quite an interesting shop to go and have a look at. But if you wanted to, you could go and buy some of these items. The items from the Keldagrim shop are historically more expensive than your traditional sort of construction items, like things like steel bars, clockworks, limestones. Very inexpensive, but these items here are what you upgrade things like demonic thrones, the gilded altars, and they're pretty spenny in terms of that as well. But it might just be something, if you wanted to, you can have it. Because it's shop stock as well, I don't know if other players can buy the shop out. I don't think RuneScape 3 really works but like that, and there's not really many shops which demand that kind of level to where, like, you would know that kind of thing anyway. But if that is something which happens in the game, please let me know, because I am interested to see if this is going to affect it, because people can go to the stonemason here and buy out the shop stock, and you are struggling here. This is also 500 limestone here. We have marble block, gold leaf, and also the magic stones, which I forgot about. I do think, especially for the high tier stuff, these are going to be items which are going to be essential for it. But again, once we can see what these items require, we can go and sort of stock up. But it's going to be a pretty big one, to be fair. I am looking forward to it. There's a couple of items as well which could be beneficial. You have the outfit which you can get from Temple Trekking or from the double XP store if you have it as well. I actually got the plank box a long time ago. I actually got a plank box when you could use the protein planks as replacements for planks before they kind of changed how they were working. One of the best items I've ever kind of grinded out, and I'm hoping that this will be really beneficial to go and do all this upgrade as well. And yeah, just make sure you've got all your outfits ready. Make sure you've got some planks ready to go as well. If you're looking for some money making methods, I would really suggest like going to check some of the prices of the planks. Just see if they're worthwhile going to trim down, whether you use the sawmill or whether you're going to use 4-3 sawmill as well. 4-3 one is free, and probably, like, if you're looking for a little chill way to make some AFK GP, is a really good way to do it as well. But what I'm just going to do really quickly is just check things like magic planks, elder planks, stuff like that. The lower level ones will be more expensive just because of volume, but really interested to see what kind of prices we're going to settle on for stuff like this. But don't sleep on things like refined planks or also the frames. I just can't guarantee that they're going to be involved, but if they are, they're so niche, you could make more money like doing that in terms of money making method. I am very confident that I can make money making videos over the next week, which will show you guys how to utilize this construction update to make more money than actually doing the update itself. So that'll be a project for me, is to see if I can make enough GP from doing construction to fund my house. Maybe that could be a fun little way to utilize 7-day bond for the week, is to just see like how much GP can I make with construction for the week, and just show you guys how to do it in terms of different methods. But in terms of the update, really excited. I'm just so like surprised we didn't put a post up, but I think this kind of generates the excitement and people's interest in it as well, and hopefully it's going to be a banging update. So we've done 120s pretty well so far. There's been a few little snags and a few little things, but overall, like as a whole, they've been really good for the game, and construction I think is going to absolutely smash it out of the park. I've said it through multiple videos, if we get a quarter of the usefulness as what the house is in old school RuneScape, we will have a very game-changing update. But looking forward to it. Again, the videos will be out for tomorrow. I'm going to try and pump out as many as possible to give you guys as much info as possible, as well as any kind of money-making methods to do it. So if you are brand new, hit that subscription button. Let me know your thoughts down below. What are you thinking is going to come for this update? Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.